Hey guys, what's up? This is Adeboye Thompson from Lagos, Nigeria. In this video, I'm just going to be doing a demo to show how I'm now able to see what sounds are loading, kind of like preload the sounds. So you see, I open up my developer console on the right, and you'd be able to see all the sounds loading. So I'm loading 13 stops. So 13 times 61 for each note is 793. So it's going to load 793 sound samples. And by the time it loads that exact number, you'll see it will say sample loading completed. So just a minute, the thing would load all the way to the bottom, and you'll see exactly how many when the loading is completed. Obviously, I'm not going to have it like this. I'm going to have like a screen that shows loading before the organ shows, and then you can start playing. So this is just breaking up everything into simpler modules. That way I can work on each of the single modules and get everything correct and fine-tuned properly before putting out the project out for people to use. But it's looking good, it's going great. So it's almost completed the loading, but yeah, just a couple more samples before we hit 798. Also, the loading time is about 2 minutes, and that's because I'm loading the samples in like the full resolution. So like the full resolution. If I loaded them in like a lower resolution, then obviously the samples will load much faster. So as you can see, the samples are loaded. So this is testing. Every time I press, you can see the attack. So right now I'm going to go back into my code, and I'm going to open up the preloader. So this is the preloader file. Now I want to change that attack and release. So I'm going to give it like a ridiculously high release rate. So you can see me kind of changing it to like take 1 minute before it gets to full volume, and you see the difference in the sound. Obviously, I'm going to have like sliders that users would be able to use to. So you can see it takes a longer time for the attack to get right up there. So that's the envelope I'm controlling with that. The buffers are still loading, but I can play the sound because those sound files are like some of the first sound files that get loaded. Now I'm going to go back and change everything back to the previous settings we had, which is the default attack and delay, and you see it play normally now. So just a minute. So once it loads up about 100 samples, then I can play the initial stops that I want to. So there you go. That's everything back to normal again. And obviously you can hear those clicks and pops that you'd usually get if you don't have the exponential ramp to value at time. So everything is going all right, guys. Adeboye signing off.